say hello too? Hello.
Welcome back to another day of trying to get this truck done. Today, we're gonna be getting it ready for paint, or starting to. We're gonna take everything off that we can.
Disassembly.
Yep, so I brought Ziploc bags, masking tape, and a marker so we can label everything because I have the memory of a squirrel. So the first thing that we're gonna do, actually update. As you can see, the door is back together and everything's working as it should. I did that off camera because I didn't know what I was doing. What I did is replace the window regulator and the door mechanism. And I did that because we had some play in the handles, but we still have play in the handles. So I'm gonna get new handles and then we should be good. We still have to do the other one, so I'll be able to show you guys that later. But today, we gotta take this back out because we have to take the windows, or not the windows, the mirrors off. And we gotta take the handle out. And we gotta take everything off of the cab that we can. And then the other thing that I did since the last video, I took the muffler off and we got a straight pipe. I think we're gonna have to get new pipe to go all the way up here because it's not lining up how I want it to. We'll have to play around with that. I think those are the only two updates I have since the last time you guys saw the truck, so let's get started taking stuff off of the cab. What do you say?
Let's do it.
We had to take the mirror off and we broke it. I don't know if you could see that because we had it on time lapse, but we were taking this out so that we could get the mirror itself off to get the electrical stuff out of it so we can take the whole mirror off. And it broke and the mirror fell on my head. Whoops. Oh, wow. Thank you. All right, well, we got everything off of the driver door. So we got everything labeled in this box for the driver's side. Even the weather stripping is labeled. So we got all the hardware in Ziploc bags, and then all the big stuff is just labeled with a piece of tape. And we got the driver's side door panel and window also. So everything from the driver door is off now. And Gavin's working on the antenna.
Yep. That would be so cool if it just popped in there like a plug.
Do you want to look down in here and see what I'm seeing? The cord that goes to the antenna is this one. And I don't know if y'all can see, but it goes down in there and then it disappears. I'll try and circle it on the video. Okay, I'm just gonna try and pull the radio out this way, and maybe the cord is just plugged in on the back side. Yep, it's plugged in the back of the radio. Ta-da! Okay, you wanna go pull it out?
Yep. Ready?
Yep. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, well, now that we got that out, are you ready to go eat dinner?
Yes, I'm starving.
Okay, let's go. Okay, hey everybody, it's the next day. As I'm sure you can tell, it is raining cats and dogs. Last night after we got back from town, we did come back and we took everything off the passenger door, but we did not video it. It was pretty late when we got back and we were both really tired. So we got everything taken off of this door, and then we got the air cleaner taken off and the hood latch on both sides. So today I'm going to focus on getting the badges off, the hood ornament, the mirrors, all that stuff off of the hood before I head back to Kentucky this afternoon. So we're just going to jump right in on that. Gavin's working on something else real quick, and then he'll be out here. And yeah, let's get started. First things first, we're going to get, I think these are 7/16. We're going to get a wrench and a ratchet. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Oh, literally right here in front of me. Ta-da! Do, 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 do. That is stuck in my head for some reason, and for those of you who don't know what that is the, I think it's a Byeee song. What a random thing to have stuck in your head. Okay, and then we're just gonna, like we have been, we're gonna put all of these in their own baggie, labeled, so that in the future I know where they're supposed to go, because we've all done this, and don't act like you haven't. We do something that's really important and we'll say, oh, okay, I won't forget. And then you come back and you forgot. I know you've done it. You don't have to lie. Dang it. I'm gonna have to find a deep well. I'm really hoping that Gavin doesn't have them on the combine still. Oh, perfect. The one that I need is missing. I like that. I can't remember. We'll try 12 and 11. That's always how it goes. And of course my 10mm socket is missing. I needed that last night and didn't have it. But I mean, what's new? That socket is always missing. So the reason that I need a deep well is because the regular one, as you can see, we can't fit a socket on this side. And on this side, my socket isn't deep enough to get past the bolt threads, so. Okay, so as you can see, we've got these 4 loose and then took these 2 out already. So there are 6 holding it on this side, and then we have 2 holding it on top of the fender. So once we get these 2 out, it'll come off. Perfect. Probably put that back on it. Okay, now that we got that back on there, so I don't lose it, because I know that I would if I didn't put it back, we're gonna take a sip of coffee first. We're gonna take the turn signal light and the clearance light off next, and then that way that fender will be completely done, and then we'll move to the passenger side. And then we'll see where we go after that. All right, so we just finished the driver's side fender. Now I'm gonna grab my tools and move over to the passenger side. I know I need my 7/16 and my deep well socket. I'm going to need this, my wire cutters, and this 3/8, and I think that's all that I need. I don't need that electrical tape though. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take the mirror off once again. Okay, so we got the fender mirror off. Now we're gonna take these lights off. Put this in with all the other passenger side stuff. Perfect. Hello.
Hello.
You got raindrops on you.
Yeah, it's raining. Lights.
Yep,
Okay. You want me to do the driver's side?
already did them.
Oh.
Yep,
Oh. Okay.
pull it out. Okay, now this goes in the tub with all the other passenger side stuff. Then I put a piece of tape on here to label these two wires. That way they don't get mixed up with these wires whenever I cut those. Now for this clearance light, it's just these three nuts we take off and then we'll cut the wires and it comes right out. Oh, my bad, there's only two nuts that you take off on this one. Okay, we'll put our seal back on so I don't lose that. Put the nuts back on the studs and label it. That looks like an elementary schooler wrote it. Gavin is taking the mud flaps off for me because I'm too short to reach them while the hood's open.
And then putting the bolts back in so they don't get lost.
Correct. And we will label this one driver's side.
You're gonna put that in the driver's side box?
I will put it near the driver's side box.
That was so aggressive. Driver fender. I'm glad you put fender on that so we wouldn't get it mixed up with something
The
else.
other fender.
Yeah.
Here, I'll specify even more. Driver hood fender. Not to be confused with the rear fenders.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, you're welcome. Into the box. The box is this way. It's not gonna fit in the box, so we'll just put it
What's
on
in
the window.
box?
What's in the box? Driver's side parts. Lots of things in the box.
Coffee break.
Delish.
Delish.
Do you want to see something cool that I noticed yesterday?
What?
These mirrors have the original dog on them. Do you know how I know?
How?
Because the tail isn't docked and the ears are long.
Ah.
The tail is docked and the ears are short. See the difference? The tail's pointy and this one's not.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Fun fact of the day.
I just noticed that last night, so we want to make sure to not break these mirrors. Okay, so it's actually been a few hours since the last little clip of Gavin taking the mud flaps off. We went on a few side quests, I'm not gonna lie, and we stopped to grab lunch, and I got me a Red Bull. So, the next thing that I wanna do is take off the badges and the hood ornament. We'll probably go ahead and tackle the lights after that, and then after that, I'm gonna have to call it a day because I gotta get back to Kentucky, so let's get to it. Okay, let's see what we're gonna need. 10 millimeter might be too big, maybe 3/8. Let's see, we got a 10 millimeter. We're gonna grab a bunch of different sizes so I don't have to get back out. 7/16, 3/8. 3/8 it is. Some of these are missing. So we've got the Mack off of the front. Now we're gonna go put these in a safe location where they won't break because they are just plastic. Okay, let's get these letters labeled and put in a safe place where they won't break. Fragile. Perfect. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna put the badges that go on the sides of the hood in their own bags. Driver's side hood badges. Perfect. Oh, one thing we need to do that I kind of forgot about, the framing for the grill. So we're just gonna go around and get all of these little clips off, and that should get 2. So there's 3 total. I've already got 1 off. You just pry it off with a screwdriver. All of our frame pieces and the clips all taped together and labeled. Now, for the final thing of the day, it's time to tackle the headlights. All right, so I got the framing, the backing plate, and the grid heater hookup that is not actually hooked up to anything. Got all of that out on the driver's side, and literally, I accidentally cracked this piece. You can see it right there. Oh, I'm so sad. So I'll have to get a new one of these, but that shouldn't be a huge, huge deal. I'll just have to be more careful next time. I was being silly and I wasn't holding on to it, so it's held in by these 4 corner bolts, and I took all 4 of them out and the bolts got stuck. And without even thinking, I went to hit them out, and I hit the last one out, and it just fell face flat on the floor. So I'll just have to be more careful. What can you do? You live and you learn, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the other side. Now, one thing I'm still deciding on is if I actually want to take the headlight itself out, because, so as you can see here, compared to that one, the backing plate covers all of this paint. So, do I actually want to go through the trouble of taking the headlight out, or do I just want to put like a plastic bag over it and tape around the edges, since it doesn't really matter if it's super crisp? Let me know what you would do. I'm feeling pretty happy with everything we have gotten done so far. The only thing we didn't do today that I wanted to get done was the hood ornament, but that's because I can't figure out how to get it off, and I don't want to break anything. Well, that is all I have time for today. I've got to drive back to Kentucky today. So the next time that we're working on the truck, we're going to get the rest of the stuff off of the cab, including the stuff on the top, the visor, all that stuff, and get all the paint off, get it sanded down, cleaned up, and ready for primer. So we're getting closer and closer to paint every day. I'm very excited. But I think that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out all my other social media accounts, linked down below, and check out mine and Gavin's new show called Dirt Poor on Acres TV. Season 2 will be coming out very soon. And yep, I think that's it. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.